Mr. Jallo Mamadou,
Yes,
you have been studying English for 4 years, I think.
yes.
So I really would like you to have your perspectives about learning English, what you've been through, how you improved your English, and what kind of support did you have? What was really your way of learning English? What brought you here at this level? What brought you to this high level of English?
So first of all, one thing that I'm going to say is that whatever you are doing, you have let's say to love it, because if you don't love what you are doing, let's say your change of achieving your goal is not really much. So the first thing that really motivates me to learn English is because I love it. So close to that love and let's say the experiences that I got really helped me first to improve my English, but less to give me the courage to learn every day how this one works. While learning something, find a way of learning it. You know, maybe you're not going to take the time reading books or listening to things. Sometimes you may be bored. So find a way, the way that will, in which you can help without being burdened. Because sometimes you read it bored, you don't want to learn anything. But if, let's say, you have a way, let's say, things that you love doing, so through that things, you can learn English. So that's one thing. The other thing is that, it's to practice. Practice is very important in learning a language. Okay, mainly in our country here, and knowing that Guinea is a French-speaking country, so it's really important for you to practice a lot at any time you have the opportunity.
So, if I understand well, practice makes improvement.
Of course, yes.
Then, can you tell us some of the difficulties you've been through? What did you met as a difficulty in learning English throughout those 4 years at the Higher Institute of Educational Sciences of Guinea?
Okay. So some difficulties that I have encountered during those 4 years. First of all, this the means. Okay, I mean when I say the means, really, the economical situation, the social situation. So when I take the economical situation, sometimes it comes to me, I want to buy some books, or let's say to offer a teacher to help me to have some explanation, but I don't have those economical means. And when it comes to social means, or let's say this, linked to my era where I'm living, after ISSEG, I mean after my school, I don't have anyone with who to practice, the language. So these are some problems that I encounter in my learning process.
Oh, I really understand. And hopefully, I think you achieved it. Then the other thing I just would like to ask you is based on grammar, vocabulary, or pronunciation issues, the problems that you've encountered in learning English based on pronunciation, grammar, and vocabulary. Among those three, I mean pronunciation, grammar, and vocabulary, which one really gave you hard time to get to this stage?
Okay, the one which gave me hard time, that was the pronunciation. When it comes to pronunciation, it's not really easy to get there. But with the vocabulary, that one is less difficult, because you can open a book, listen through those things, you can let's say vocabulary at any time. But when it comes to pronunciation, that one seems to be more harder than others, because first of all, your mother tongue is affecting your pronunciation, and you don't have lots of opportunity to practice, so the pronunciation makes things hard for me.
Okay, and I've really understood many of the those aspects you've been through, issues, the whole situations about learning English. Then, what would be your advice to someone who's learning English in a French-speaking country or a non-English-speaking country?
Okay, so my advice is someone who is learning English in a French-speaking country is first, he has to put in his mind that he can do it. That's the first things he has to put in his mind. Not say that it's difficult, because when you put things that it's difficult, it will be really hard for you to achieve that thing. But if you put in your mind that you can, you have, let's say, a great chance to achieve it. And the first thing is to practice. As they say, practice makes perfect. And find your way of learning. Find way, something in which, you can learn, without being, disturbed or, let's say, discouraged. Because, I have to mention it again, there are times that, you are bored. But when you find a way, it's something that you really love, you can learn English through that things. So this, what I have, to tell someone who wants to learn English in French-speaking country.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Jallo. It's been really a great pleasure to share this wonderful moment. So, dear followers, from here you've understood that to learn English, you have to believe that it is possible, and you have to bring it with lots of practice. Thanks ever so much, Mr. Jallo.
Okay, thank you.
What if you never see tomorrow?